eyes that cut you like a knife, and her lips that taste like sweet red wine, and her pretty legs go to heaven every time. She got a gentle way that puts me at ease, and when she walks in a room I can hardly breathe. Got a devastated smile, knock a grown man to his knees. She got one of them idiots, it blows me away. She's everything I want to say to a woman, but I couldn't find the words to say. She got one of them idiots, I don't know what to do. Every time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you. You got whatever it is. You know I've never been the type that would ever want to stay. Bring them home at night and they're gone the next day. But that all changed when she walked into my life. And people ask her why it is, tell them I don't know. That just something about the woman makes my heart go haywire. She's gonna be my wife. She got one of them idiots, it blows me away. She's everything I wanna say to a woman, but I couldn't find the words to say.
Welcome everyone to the wedding of Jill and Brent. Who here today gives this wonderful woman away? I do. We are all here today to celebrate the relationship of Jill and Brent, to be witnesses and supporters of the commitment they share with one another. Together, good boy, together with Lobo and all of you, we are a group of the most important people in their lives, and they've brought us here to publicly recognize that we've all played some special part in the love they share today. Jill and Brent want me to thank you all for being here and to recognize how important each and every one of you are to their relationship. They recognize too all of those who aren't here with us today, including Brent and Jill's grandparents, Brent's Uncle Doug, and Jill's Aunt Kathy. As well, they would like everyone to keep Brent's Uncle Rob in their thoughts while he currently struggles with illness. He is missed here today. It should be no surprise that we're all here through the various phases of their lives, from childhood and adolescence in Vermont, to young adulthood in Boulder, to more childhood and adolescence in Jackson. They have come full circle back here for adulthood in Vermont, and we should not be surprised that we're all here today to celebrate this. I've personally been lucky to have shared many years and adventures with Brent and Jill, and can attest to their genuine and perfect love for each other. We knew that after a while they came together as a team, and now that partnership can be recognized by everyone in the state officially. Jill's friend Maisie would now like to do a reading.
In the spirit of a Vermont wedding, I have a poem by Robert Frost written on his daughter's wedding day. The Master Speed. No speed of wind or water rushing by, but you have speed far greater. You can climb back up a stream of radiance to the sky, and back through history up the stream of time. And you were given this swiftness not for haste, nor chiefly that you may go where you will, but in the rush of everything to waste, that you may have the power of standing still. Off any still or moving thing you say, two such as you, with such a master speed, cannot be parted nor swept away from one another, once you are agreed that life is only life forevermore, together wing to wing and oar to oar.
Nice.
Thank you, Maisie. We knew that was going to happen. We didn't have a contingency. Working for now. Jill and Brent, you have professed your love. Oh no, sorry. We're going to do the vows. Jill and Brent, the vows that you are about to make are a way to share your love and commitment to each other in your own words. Jill, ladies first, please pick up Brent's ring and state your vows.
I, Jill, take you, Brent Wood, to be my husband. I promise to be your partner in life, in love, and adventures. I promise to help you navigate through cities and tough decisions. I promise to pick up your clothes and your spirit. I promise to make sure that I'm not just hungry before I pick a fight. And I promise to fall more in love with you each time you cook me dinner, kick ass at Jeopardy, and take the middle seat. I promise to give you honesty and compassion and surround you with unconditional love. I promise to choose you, to always choose you. You are the brightest star in my sky. I symbolize this with this ring.
Brent, your big moment. Please pick up Jill's ring and state your vows.
All right. I, Brent, take you, Jill, my wife. I promise to be your partner in life, love, and adventures. I promise to help you navigate through mountains and hard times. I promise to pick up the check in your heart. I promise to make sure I'm not just tired before I give up on one of your crazy plans. I promise to fall more in love with you each time you clean the kitchen, cry watching Nashville, take a compliment. I promise to give you honesty and compassion, and to surround you with unconditional love. I promise to choose you, to always choose you. You are the brightest star in my sky. I symbolize this vow with this ring.
There it is.
It looks Jill and Brent, you have professed your love by exchanging your vows. You have symbolized your commitment by exchanging rings. With all of this, there is just one more question I need each of you to answer, and then we're off to the party. Jill, you take Brent to be your lawfully wedded husband. You promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health for as long as you both shall live. Brent, you take Jill to be your wife. You promise to love her, to comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
By the power vested in me, by the almighty internet, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Brent, you may kiss your bride. It's my great honor and privilege to introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Brent Coon.
Makeup on, shining so bright. My own sweatshirt never fit so right. Dancing around to the radio, humming the words that you don't know, 'cause I'm finding an angel off my list. Thinking that it don't get no better than this. You make loving you easy. Around me late at night, pillow talk by candlelight. Slow this down and make it last. Best things fly by so fast. You make loving you easy. You make
Hey.
How about a little bit? All right, Rob, this is for you. We miss you a lot. Minor swing?
Sure.
Okay, and we'll just do a little bit of this. So 1, 2, you know what to do. A minor. We love you.
Hey Rob, we love you.
I'm giving, well, Brent's speech, but it's obviously a book about. So, you all know, everyone here knows different pieces of Brent, his skiing, his being Brentness, the various facets of Brent. And, you know, I want to talk a little bit about the young Brent, the formative years of Brent, and what makes him special. So, Brent's kind of hard to know, but he's worth the work. He's impossible to stereotype. He doesn't fit into any category of human I've met ever. No one ever meets someone and goes, oh, that guy reminds me of Brent. It's like, no. Nope. Not gonna happen. And growing up, I'd have a new friend, bring them over, and I'd try and sort of prep them for Brent, and I could never have the right words. Things like weird, I'd say, or like strange. He's like Brent, and I think the problem is that there's not really quite the right word to describe him, but he's a completely original person. There's just no one else like him. He's one of a kind, and he's a really keen observer of people, and he reads people really well, and he sees right to the heart of what matters in them, and he's not impressed by any sort of showboating or flamboyancy. He'll probably just mutter under his breath something ridiculous, and then, fake smile. But I appreciate that. And once you're friends with Brent, you're friends for life, as you can see from the group here. Everyone here has either known him from kindergarten on, or friends from Jackson and Alaska, and all these wonderful people that are all part of Brent's life forever. So growing up with Brent, being a younger sibling, I didn't have to have the job of inventing a full personality. Like, that's the firstborn's job, is to flesh out their personality, and I just kind of clam on to whatever that was and try and emulate it. And everyone who knows Brent, try not to imagine growing up in the middle of this kind of area, middle of nowhere, 10 miles away, and the only person you have to emulate in life is Brent. Like, that's crazy. That was my training for being a person. He was born as complex and interesting as he is now. Like, this isn't a work in progress. He's pretty much been exactly the same his entire life. when we'd play games, pretend, etc. As Dylan mentioned, Rasul. What's up, Rasul? We'd have all these sprawling, sort of kingdom, and Brent could choose any role, and instead of being like, oh, I'll be king, he's like, I think I want to be the bishop or a cardinal. Their power role is more interesting and nuanced. He's like, 7 years old. He's not like, make me king. He's like, I want to be a cardinal. Now give me gifts. I was like the town doofus or something. I was just happy to be allowed to be there mostly. And Brent, he's always questioned everything from age 0 on, and definitely questions authority pretty regularly. Does not love that old authority figure. But he has always held himself to the highest standard as far as moral right and wrong goes. Like, he is his own toughest critic and doesn't allow any straying off that course. Like, the slightest pressure on his conscience is pretty much unbearable to Brent. Everyone else is fine, they're sleeping. He's like, I can't deal with this. When we, we're little, and we kind of like occasionally wiggle a lock in an old abandoned cabin and go in there just to look around. And then we'd pretty much leave it exactly the way it was, and we'd, I'd be totally happy, and Brent would already be sweating, and just like, he couldn't wait to tell on himself. Like, he ran home, was like, I have to confess. He'd prostrate on the ground, and I'd be like swimming at the lake, like, I'm having a great day, like totally just, it's already gone, not even worried. Brent's laying his tormented soul bare. He was a really good kid. He wasn't just well-behaved, because he was incredibly polite and kind and just never, ever mean to anyone. Including like every living thing, like some little boys grow up and they're pulling legs off spiders, which is fine, that's what little boys do. But Brent was like trying to reattach a leg of a salamander and moving like newts out of the road from cars. He's never hurt a living thing in his life. He was very gentle, and that extended to me, thank God, because I was a little snot. And just bug him falling around. We never fought. And I remember our one fight really clearly. Dylan was there actually. Brandon just got a new big beanbag, and like they're in his room, and I was banned from the room for some obvious reason. I was just being really annoying, I'm sure. And I was just so mad. So I threw the cat at him. So I found our cat, and I just heaved it up, and I was watching it arc through the air, and Brad's like squirming in the beanbag, because he can't get out, because it doesn't support at all, and he's like, oh! Dylan's just like, oh God. And mid-air, I'm already down, I'm just sprinting downstairs, like, oh, I'm gonna die! And lock myself in the mudroom. It's the one room you can lock from the inside, it's a glass door. So like a few minutes later, I just hear, just yelping. I'm just sitting there like so scared. He just walks down, like blood is just sort of dripping from his arms. Just scratched to shit. And I honestly was regretting that pretty bad, because Mom and Dad are at dinner, they were gone. There's no one to like make sure I didn't get killed. And he just sat in front of the door and just stared at me, like so disappointed. He didn't yell, he didn't try and break in, he just like watched me and was like, what a disappointment. Man. I'm embarrassed for you, little girl. And that was way worse. I felt, it was horrible. But, that was pretty much the only fight. Sorry for throwing the cat at you, Brent. It was probably my fault. We spent most of our waking hours together. Also, Dylan and Libby, who's not here, but she's Dylan's younger sister's my age. And we were really, really close. We just got along amazingly well. But then through our teenage years, we kind of diverged. We both put on that emotional armor that you got to put on for high school, because we're both really sensitive and easily crying young children. So we're like, gotta toughen up. Sisters aren't cool, Brent thought to himself. And I think there was a rumor I was adopted at Burn at some point that he had circulated pretty widely. I found out about that when I was in high school at some point. It happens. then he went to CU Boulder, and I couldn't listen in on his phone calls anymore, which is sort of how I got, my good Brent time in, was just picking up the phone and listening to him talk to his friends. So that really cut that venue off for me. So I started to worry that maybe Brent and I were going to be different people. We weren't going to ever kind of close that gulf, because we didn't talk for a few years very much. But then Brent made the best decision of his life, and he started dating Jill, and everything changed. So, to be clear, I've known Jill for my entire life, and I was terrified of her until about 9 years ago. Like, the Fab Four, all of you guys, so scary. And it wasn't because any of you are me and you weren't. I just idolized you, and I thought you guys were the coolest girls I had ever seen, and it was, I was terrified to even look at. I wasn't worthy to even speak to you in my mind, because I thought you guys were just so amazing. And now that I know Jill, it makes sense that she was so well liked and popular forever, because she really listens when people talk, and she's strong, and she stands up for what she believes. She does not tolerate bullies ever, and she is kind to everyone. She's gorgeous, but she also radiates joy. Her beauty is only enhanced by just everything inside of her that it's infectious. You can't not be happy around her. And she's the most thoughtful and the funniest person I think I've ever met, and she sees absolutely the best in everyone. And it's a good lesson for all of us. So Brent and Jill started dating, and I started suddenly getting texts from Brent, and he invited me to come visit him, which was amazing. I was like, yeah, accept, I'll be there tomorrow. And then I followed him to Jackson Hole, because it's what I do. And little by little, thanks to Jill, Brent and I really reestablished that bond we had when we were young. We realized that we weren't different at all. We're very strange people, and we both are. And we can kind of keep that veneer up when people are around, but you leave us to our own devices, and we just start saying crazy things to ourselves and to each other. And Jill, she doesn't just tolerate that, she also speaks that language really well. And yeah, she brought us together in a way that I don't think we could have done on our own. She planned events, she planned fun ski days together, and I don't know if Brent and I were capable of understanding how to become that close again, and Jill just made it happen. And she does that for everyone in Brent's life. She just brings people closer. And so Jill, I want to say thank you. Thank you for reconnecting Brent and I. It's the best gift I've ever been given by anyone. And it wasn't legally binding until now, but you've been an integral part of our family for a long time. And none of us can even imagine our lives without you in it anymore. And Brent, thank you for enriching my young life and teaching me how to have the best adventures and imagination ever. And you've always been worthy of admiration, and a really good role model for me is the type of person that I want to be. And individually, you both are incredibly kind and sincere people who bring joy into the world. But together, you're greater than the sum of your parts. So you become something even bigger than that, and I think it's really beautiful. So, Jill, I'm very proud to be able to call you my sister. Brent, way to finally lock it down. I love you guys.
My heart is absolutely bursting with love and happiness to be standing here today to witness such an amazing festival of love, because let's face it, this is quite the festival right now. I cannot imagine a day being more perfect than the one that we got to experience today. As an oldest Prouty girl, I know and have seen everything. I have seen Jill at every stage of her life. The good, the really annoying, the absolutely hysterical, and the wicked awkward. However, that being said, as a girl of 2 younger sisters, I am sworn to secrecy. Sorry, guys. Sorry. One thing I can say is that I have never met a person with more heart, determination, and kindness as Jill. Whenever I've had a problem in my life, she is right there to help. Although she might not agree with my solution, hey buddy, she has always stood by me no matter what I choose to do in my life. And you can't ask for anything more in a sister than that. The best thing that I have had the pleasure to witness Jill do that's right. The best thing. Mason Lechtaler, everybody. Mason Lechtaler. Let me start over. The best thing that I've gotten to witness Jill do in her life is fall in love with Brent. It's a pretty amazing thing to see your sister find the one person that truly makes her happy and makes her completely loved. You both look absolutely radiant, engulfed in the love that you share today. As our mother and the Beatles always say, all you need is love. And I'm pretty sure, not sure, but I think it happened today. I think you're accomplishing that all you need is love. Thank you for letting me be part of this amazing day. Not only this day, but let's face it, we've had one hell of a week. I couldn't imagine a pair better fit for one another, and I love you both to the moon and back. So, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time to get this party started. If y'all want to grab some drinks and head to the left of the tent, we have some stuff to blow up. So, let's go watch some fireworks. And then I want all of you on this dance floor. So, again, to the bride and groom, we love you.
She got eyes that cut you like a knife and her lips that taste like sweet red wine. She go to heaven every time. She got a gentle way that puts me at ease. When she walks in a room, I can hardly breathe. Got a devastated smile like a grown man to his knees. She got one empty titties, it blows me away. She's everything I want to say to a woman, but I couldn't find the words to say. She got one empty titties, I don't know what to do. 'Cause every time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you. You got whatever it is. You know I've never been the type that would ever want to stay. Bring them home at night and they're gone the next day. But that all changed when she walked into my life. And people comes out, I love you. You got whatever it is. When she loves me, when she loves me, I'm on top of the world. It's when she loves me, no, I can live forever. And when she loves me, I am untouchable. She got whatever it is, it blows me away. She's everything I want to say to a woman, but I couldn't find the words to say. She got whatever it is, I don't know what to do. 'Cause every time I try to tell her how I feel, it comes out, I love you. I do. You got whatever it is. Oh, you got whatever it is.
Here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear for them. Makes me wanna lose myself. Makes me wanna lose myself in your arms. Something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. Let this feeling last the rest of my life. To be seen, and I've waited so long. I wanted so long. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to you. I've been from, and it feels like a home to me. Feels like home to me. It feels like that's where I belong. A window breaks down the street. Silent sirens wail in the night. But I'm alright. I'm a man. Your love the dark was light. How much this moment means to me. How long I've waited for your touch. If you not my interpretation, but hey. I'd write a letter each and every day, 'cause honey, nothing can ever change our love. Make me weep, make me cry, see me coming, baby. Could pass me by, but honey, nothing can ever change the love I have for you. Nothing never can change the love I have for you. Each and every day, 'cause honey, nothing can ever change this love I feel for you. Honey, nothing can ever change this love I feel for. I hope you aren't listening to me. Ladies and gentlemen, but I have to shuffle my papers. same. If you want me, sunny skies will rain. When you need me, I'll be there. If you miss me, I'll be there to brush the sunlight from your head. I'll be there to guide you when trouble walks beside you. If you need me, I'll be there. When this stormy world has been cruel to you, I'm too strong and hold you. We can defend like long. We'll stand together and take them on. Just call my name. Hey, Michael, play one.
I'm just gonna move in, get a close up here to Steve, and then I'm done.
Miss me, you know I'll be there to brush the sunlight from your hair, to guide you when trouble walks beside you. If you need me, I'll be there. If you need me, oh,